Hi there. If you're watching this video and you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're part of the world of YouTube, I am sorry that the latest video is an update to the channel trailer, but I figured since my channel trailer is a year old and there's a lot of things that have changed in the About Me part of the video, I'd remake it an off-the-cuff one, and then when I'm starting to become more consistent, I'll actually sit down and make one that I want to make, because I have an idea for one, and make that the channel trailer. But in the meantime, hi there, my name is Jonathan. I am a 22-year-old video maker who is living on his own in the state of Indiana, sorting through his life, because if you look in my recent recent videos as opposed to when they've been posted, I haven't been very consistent on the channel, and I do apologize for that. But like I said, whenever I am more consistent again, I do want to make a better channel trailer. But I've been sorting through life. As my subscribers know, I've been going through what is probably the worst year of my life, if not one of the worst. Considering the mental places I've been, I could probably safely say this has been the worst year of my life. Pretty much everything I had planned on doing and was working towards fell through my fingers, and when trying to be consistent with this even fell through my fingers to a degree, because a lot of the projects I wanted to do, I couldn't do. So I haven't been consistent because I've been working on trying to get through what I'm going through, so I do apologize. But either way, when I do come back, here's kind of what you can expect with the channel if you're new, which, by the way, hi. Like I said, I'm Jonathan, a good sum of the internet that's continuing to grow, knows me as Viral Rack. I've been doing this this YouTube thing for 5 years, so I wouldn't expect me to never come back. I'm always going to come back, because for 5 years, I've been enjoying doing this still. I still think about things. Even during this process of getting my life back together, I'm thinking of ideas for videos. I'm plotting of a way to execute how I want to come back, in a sense. So I'd be excited if you like my stuff. But in terms of the stuff that I do, one of the most consistent and longest-running things on the channel is music reviews. It started off in just the form of discography reviews, where I discuss an artist's career in the terms of their growth, album to album or release to release, with the exception of compilations that are A-side compilations. I'll discuss B-side compilations, live albums that reinterpret their sound, of course, their LPs and their EPs, and the occasional exclusive single. I do that every now and again, but as long as it's like something that kind of bridges the gap of something. But I do that. I also branched out to discography review updates, where I discuss a new album from a band that I did a discography review on and how it kind of fits in their pantheon of albums. And I also discuss individual albums every now and again, and tracks every now and again, individual songs that are new from a band. So that's kind of one of the most popular and longest-running things on the channel. Another topic that I talk about, or another topic that I'm kind of involved in, is video games. I mostly do them in the form. I mostly discuss them in the form of Let's Plays. Which, if you don't know what a Let's Play is, it's one of the most popular forms of releasing content on the internet now, where you sit down and play through a game and record yourself doing commentary of it, either by yourself or with somebody doing a game you know or don't know. I do all of those things, and I used to do, and I would like to, when I'm consistent again, get back in the swing of doing 6 games. I know that sounds like a lot. It kind of was. I pulled it back a little bit as things continue to fall apart throughout the year. But now I'm just not doing any, because I can't do any, because I'm also just doing shit. But I do a lot of them, and I had been starting to try to make them stand out. I've been trying to do things in my Let's Plays, whether editing or adding a rule to it, that takes a spin on the game, that does something fresh with the game, especially if it's a game that's been done to death. If it's a game that's obscure, because I do have a lot of those, and I do like to do obscure Let's Plays, I'll just do the game, because the game already is unknown enough that if I just show the game, it's pretty different. But, like, I did a Metroid walkthrough, a Super Metroid walkthrough. It was a drinking game. I just got drunk and played Super Metroid. Yes, that's dangerous to do, and I would not recommend doing it if you don't drink, but it was something fresh on the realm of a Metroid game. So I like to do weird stuff on the channel. I like to push my own proverbial envelope as a content creator in general, so I like to try new things as well. So what I discuss here may not be something that I continue to do, although it probably will be. And You may see some new stuff as well, because I just like to do new things. I like to experiment with video ideas and just put them out there, because I don't treat this channel like a typical content creator with someone who's growing with subscribers. I put out videos when I can and what I would like to talk about. So if I just throw out a video discussing something, I wouldn't be surprised if I did that as well, because that happens quite a bit. Another thing that I do on the channel is movie reviews in the form of Viral's movie reviews, where I discuss movies that I go to the movies and see, I feel like discussing, or you guys suggest, which is usually what's at the front of the intro for it, but whatever. And that's pretty much it. It's a vlog-style movie review where I just kind of sit down and talk about the movie. I'm not like John Tron, the Nostalgia Critic. I don't break down the video scene by scene by scene and what I think is funny and unfunny about it. I just like to talk about the movie from a cinematic perspective, from a writing perspective, from an acting perspective. I just break down what I think about the movie, vlog-style, because it's kind of how I like to discuss things sometimes, especially movies. I also do list videos in the form of top 11s. No, it's not because of the Nostalgia Critic. I've been doing top 11s in notebooks since I was like 12, maybe even younger. So, I mean, I just like the number 11. I do top 11s. That's typically where I branch out more video game discussion and music discussion. Those are the two primary topics that I talk about on the channel that are discussed in list form. I do occasionally do other types of lists. I don't think I have on the channel yet, but I do them every now and again, so that's something you can expect. I also do vlogs, like straight up just documentation of my life. Usually it's when something's going on, but occasionally I'll do vlog challenges, especially in October, which is where a lot of stuff happens on the channel, typically. So I usually do vlog challenges every now and again, where I just document a month of my life to see if I can. I'll usually try to come up with topics and discussion, and that's kind of where I can talk about anything else. It's usually in my vlogs. So this channel's kind of a mixed bag. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. There's a lot of stuff that happens. I also do skits every now and again. I have a small group of characters that I've started coming up with and crafting ideas for. I'm kind of starting to tell the story of them in a non-linear fashion as well. So that's something you can expect to see on the channel. Is that just random skits? Nothing is really written out for the most part. I just kind of sit down, come up with things to say, and film them in a narrative style. Yeah, it's kind of what you can expect on the channel. A lot of randomness with the occasional show when I'm more consistent. In the meantime, it's just not something that I can really put forth a lot of mental effort in it. If you look at one of my recent videos that has a lot of views, that kind of lets you know why. But that's a really serious video, so I figured I'd do something a little more comedic and energetic to introduce you to the channel. But welcome. If any of this piques your interest, you can check it all out below in the groups of playlists for the most part, with the exception of the discussionary videos, because those just kind of come up. But I have thousands of videos, so while I'm gone, you can catch up on everything I've done, because the last 5 years of my life are documented on the internet in some facet or another. So that's something you can indulge in while I'm gone. But hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you enjoy what I put out in the future. Hopefully you enjoy what I've put out in the past. And hopefully you just enjoy. I'm going to go. I have been Viral Rack. You guys have good days, lives, and situations. And I will see you another day. Hopefully, I'm not dead.